are annihilating. Look at that. All these tubs are coming right there. I'm going to just keep pushing back and pushing back and pushing back. So, Jurassic Park collector, absolutely. This is a keep unless I find a duplicate later on. So this tub looks like it's going to be one of those tubs where I sat back and I was like, dude, this is all good stuff. And you'll see in the corner some G1 Transformers. We got the Wily Kit, Wily Cat. You know what? You know, I should have given the series more love, to be honest, like probably many other people, and watched everything. And I just, you know, I have loose ones of these already pretty much. Just let it go. We're fine with that. Holy crap. Starcom, absolutely a keeper. You guys can go to hell in a handbasket if you said sell it. You and Corporal Storm have to talk about it and fight it out. Good card. So here's the Magi Ranger, which is the Disney designed the Megazords and the characters for this series versus the Sentai. And this is, I like this series. These are the Gokaiger Japanese key sets, which is larger than our US key set. These are the printed ones versus the baggied ones. You get the Gasha Gasha, and those are stickers you apply. This was nicer. I bought it at Yodobashi Camera. No. Yeah. $740. So not bad. I don't think this is gone up in value. Honestly, I'm kind of torn, but you know what? It's at that point where I can let things go, and that's what we're talking about. So let it go. I'm going to assume that's probably about $35, $40. But when it comes to fistful of aliens, oh, that's the empty package. You know what? I can't just keep everything. Like, because the collector mentality was then. So you're like, oh my God, I better keep the package. I'm going to open and play with it. But sure, I should keep that package. So, I mean, that's probably still worth about $15. You know what? I'm going to let it go because that's what we're talking about. But seriously, guys, you guys, wow. Seriously. Wow. This is a very difficult series to get. ES Toys. Keeper, keeper, keeper. This is very difficult to find. Of course, it's difficult to find, but that doesn't mean it's valuable. So if I went to toy show after toy show, I might see one of these after 10 years. I bet you $5 if I go on eBay right now, I'll see this for $20. Mighty Ducks, Evil Drone. So this is the like time frame where all 90s toys were $5 each. He's more difficult to get. He might be $35, $40. Could be worth more money at this point because all the Street Sharks and Extreme Dinos and all that being worth more money. I'm going to let it go because it's not a passion piece. It was just like one of those neat things to have. And again, when you're buying these for $5 each and you know it's hard to find, that was fun. Like, you just hoard this stuff because it was cheap. It was a fun time. Now it's like, well, if I'm going to get 35 or 75 or whatever, you know, I probably have a loose one already. So let's just bounce that puppy out. Ooh, the VR Troopers, the US, Japanese vehicle. We got the Kenner line for VR Troopers, but we didn't get any of the small miniature figures that they have here. Whole lineup, more characters than they're showing on the back of the card there. And the little vehicles. Nobody cares this date, even the playset. You go to Japan, this is like $15. But you know what? That's cool. I'm going to keep that. Clearly, I will be keeping every Asuka and Rey figure from the crane machines that I can ever find because that's what we have to do in this world. We have to keep all of it. Isn't it fascinating that Evangelion is so widely revered, as it deserves to be, I'll give it that. So much product has been made. And even though they're still making products this day, the vintage stuff, $5. That's about it. Chitara. You can go Chitara. And Pocket Pets from Tomy. Gonna keep this. If you ever get bored, there's a short movie that was made in the 80s. And it was called Where Toys Come From. And it was literally about two protagonists that were pocket pets. They're actually a camera and binoculars. And they asked their owner where they come from. And they go back and visit the Tomy factory and see the prototypes. Highly recommended. Just this weird 40-minute short movie. Silverhawks. A beheaded Quicksilver on card. It's kind of fascinating that it's a beheaded character. Like a head on a spike from the 1500s. Hey, kids. See your beloved heroes beheaded. Interesting. Oh, that's just gone. Okay, now we're down to G2. I love my Transformers passionately, so I collect up to Beast Wars like actively. So anything Transformers in here is a keep. These are about, nobody cares, 15 bucks each. Look at that. God, we're all getting old, people. That thing's getting yellow bubble. Tron Legacy. I'm keeping the figures. I'm going to bounce all the die cast out. And again, 10 bucks. I can't keep the world. We got 2 more of these guys down here. Keep them. And Jurassic Park. Big Jurassic Park collector. Same thing. I collect up to movie 3. When Mattel got the license, I was like, you know what? Chaos Effect, of course. But these are fun. Hasbro, they did the reissue repaints, the big T-Rex and Toys R Us. That's fun. Keeper. Okay, this is a very difficult to get. You can, nowadays, I think carded was more difficult, of course, originally, but boxed, these light formers, this is probably $300 right now. Could be a little bit more. They should be more revered, I would say, in the U.S. where we didn't get them, but you don't get these guys. They were always difficult to get. So that's nice. Unfortunately, that is a Spanish card. So, well, it's international card. Like when the Action Masters came out, you could get them on an Italian card, a British card, or the multilingual card. And it's like, I'd rather be the British one. We have Rescue Force. There's a case find of these like 10 years ago. Destroyed the market. I think it's a little bit better now, but no one really cares. And I still think it's hilarious that these are the Breast Force from Japan repainted as Autobots, but only 4 of the characters are here. They combined into a Gestalt. 6 characters, only 4 were made. So kids in the UK were like, hey, these guys kind of combine, because the card here on my fingers tapping is the waist. This guy and this guy are the legs, and then this guy will perch on top because the 2 jets that were the arms are missing. So there's got to be a couple kids in Britain who are like, wait a minute, this thing combines. What's going on? About 40 bucks probably. Oh, there's the bubble. Oh, wow. European, my brain's falling out of my, ransack. There we go. Not ransack. Oh my God, my brain's falling out of my pants. But it's Rotorbots. They have a name in the back. Blade. No, that's not his name. So anyways, I forgot to be known that, to be honest with you. Okay, that's cool. Card got a little crease. That's not good. These are also very difficult to get, but no one pays big cuckoo dollars. Probably about 150. And we got card is sealed, US. I got this one as a kid. Sweet. It's a really sad bio, too, if you read the bio there. That was, like, emotional. And a Lightfoot carded, probably about 40, 50 bucks, European. These are the large. I got these from Hirogangu in Osaka with that tag. I can remember that. Gohyakuen. Senen. I know what the market is now. These are probably worth about what I paid, $5 each. So these are really cool. Wild Force. And, oh my God, it's like 4 in the morning, guys. Give me a break. You know what? I'm going to let these go. They're neat, but let it go. And here's the next tub. All Power of the Force 2. I remember they came out. My parents bought my brother and I each character. And we were already vintage collectors at that point. Oh my God, yuckers. And we had the bug because that's what it was going around at the toy shows. Like, sure, we were kids, but we were all like, oh my God, we already knew at that point in like 1995 that this market will be huge. So let's sit on them, especially those early orange carded figures, and we're going to make money because it's the thing. You were like you didn't like have that full mentality of like, we're going to make tons of money. It was just like, these will be worth something. These will be worth something. And here we are full circle. I'm going to give a set to my brother of the early figures, and I'll keep a set for myself of probably just some of these. I'm not going to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And then that's it. A little bit of Power of the Jedi, a little bit of Legacy, a little bit of 30th. And that's it. So this whole tub is going to be set aside to go through all the Power of the Force 2 and just purge them. This market is toast. At this point, it would have been smarter to go back in time and keep the money because these are $5 each. Pretty much, that's what it is. Or if I'm really cool, I'll blow them out as a pile and actually get less, $3 each. If you put this Lando on eBay for minimum bid 99 cents, you know what it's going to go for? 99 cents. So it is what it is. We got CDW down here. Oh, that's pretty cool. That actually might be worth something. But yeah, make a big pile, let it go, let it go. It's all good. It's okay. Again, if I have some magical desire to get all these characters back, they'll always be available for $5 each. That is a giant Brightheart raccoon and two of the, well, to me, the newer ones. So this is the cat, which is, you know, our North American release compared to the one that was originally only released in Europe and a little bit of Canada. I bought a lot of these on sale when they came out. I do collect Care Bears. I kept these as like the samples to have, but you can let this stuff go. I mean, I like my original stuff. These do not remind me too much of the originals. Again, not big bucks. I probably paid $5 each. We're looking at $25 each now. The giant raccoon, which I'm partial to because it's so huge, but I mean, again, $20. So we'll put the box ones out there. I like my cozy heart. Should have bought that prototype in all black. Well, I mean, that clears an entire tub, and that's what we're trying to do. Right, well, not lollygag on the Care Bears, but the Bakugan tub is here. So Bakugan is an absolutely fantastic line. So I collected this lightly. I do love transforming robots. They're cute, they're adorable, and they were cheap. Look at that. That's how cheap it was. That is, oh my God, $1.25. That's how cheap this was, $1.25. All of these are pretty much $1.25. I went to Target, literally just picking up all of these Bakugans. And I did research. I mean, at that time, this is like the first series with the Trap second series. I think they got the third before they were canceled and they were brought back. I was doing research. I was looking for like Pariahs 2 and a couple others that were worth more money at the time. But on clearance, all that stuff was gone. Even when they were not on clearance, the very difficult to find that were going for money on eBay weren't there, period. Interestingly enough, even though I have a pile of loose ones, I just can't like put my passion into this. So they're fun to have loose, couple key pieces here and there. So all this is for sale. We'll pull a couple of them out. I'll give some prices to the side. But on a side note, my friend from Japan was a huge collector of these Bakugans. And he would hook me up with a lot of the exclusives that were prizes and promotion pieces of the original series. So I have in one of these giant 400 tubs unopened, exclusive, white boxed Bakugan. So we're going to go through a couple here. Let's see, we got Turbine Dragon Zord. We've got, see, this is the problem. Half the time, they never had their name on it, which is really just cheap. So I don't know who this guy is. You just like one Bakugan booster pack. Extension Plus. Like, come on, give it to me. But I do know right now, currently, the clear figures go for the most money. So you got Baku Flip, my guinea pig. Some Snake Hydra guy. Baku Core. Show me your Baku Core. The traps do not go for as much money, and they weren't as popular as you can see with the discount there of $1.25. Triad Sphinx. Triad Sphinx. And I mean, I still left a fair amount there. And after a while, you're just like, I can't keep buying piles of these. Alpha, Percival, Cyclone. That looks like it's a pretty cool piece there. Look at that. These are sweet packages. I am not going to argue. They did a fantastic job. Ultra Dragonoid Typhoon. I want to doubt that has a little bit of money. Typhoon Piercian Trap. Highlash. Kind of speed through what we have here. Sphinx. So I hope this is adding up. I'm probably going to assume these are like $15 each for the traps. Dynamo. I think it was a little more uncommon to find him. It's been a while. Persian. There's a special attack. Mystic Elico. So that one might be a better one. The colors, I mean, I'm going to assume there's a couple that are tougher than others to find. Also, these things always came off the card. The bubbles are really not the best. Heavy metal. So these are a little more uncommon. Same thing. $1.25. You can see how many add up in here. So that was one of the cool things. This one's already fallen off the card. Oh, look at this. A random Iceman got in there. I probably was buying them for $2.22. That's pretty cool. So this is like what reminds me of Star Wars, vintage Kenner. You could pack away a pile of carded Star Wars figures, bubble to bubble to bubble. You could probably fit like, I mean, geez, think about it. Like, you could probably fit over 80 vintage Star Wars figures into this tub. And then, of course, if you sat on this, just big-ass money. you know, 10, 15 years from up to the 90s, they were still going for some good money. And of course, the market exploded. Same with the Bakugan. You can pack away. Look how many are in here in this box. There's piles of these. Look at that little guy. Here's a High Lash again. Try to get the main characters. Here's a cool looking guy. Oh, New Vistoria. I think that's just the series New Vistoria. And that's why I was like, I can pay $1.25 or maybe $5.73 for certain ones. Orbit, Helios. And I knew that sitting on these would be great. So this is probably going to be... Ooh, Fortress hasn't been popped up. This will probably end up being like... Oh, man, I'm probably going to say like 5 of these tubs will be here. So I'll be giving prices in the corners here for a number of these. And I'm going to move on. But all this is for sale. I can't keep all of this. Maybe I'll keep 1 or 2 packages, just the snot of it. But Turbine 80's, that was a sweet one. But all the key characters are gone. All the rare characters aren't there. Jumping, yeah, I know that. New Vistoria Season 2, yes, I figured. It's on the back. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's Pariahs 2. That was always difficult. So this one is... Crud, man. I can't even see it. So anyways, we'll wrap it up with the Bakugan. You guys get the idea. Oh, we got one more here. Ultra Dragonoid again. Gift sets were dirt cheap. Everything was just dirt cheap. They made so many of these because, I mean, the molds were already made. They're just importing them. And they just made a ton of money on these things. Boost Ingram.